my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to a channel update video on the channel. I am recording this on Sunday the 28th of July, but it's probably uploaded on the 29th of July, mainly because just cramming everything in today is ridiculous. So basically today, me and Panda are basically having our stag and hen nights. We're not doing them in like the traditional sense, so Panda's gone out with her best friend, who's also her bridesmaid, and her other friend. They're going to Bristol Zoo for the day, so they hopefully they'll have a nice day out there. I've got a couple hours spare this morning, and then my friend Tom, who's my best man, is going to be picking me up. We're going to be going to Cardiff. He's got a few things planned for us. We're going to go to I don't actually know what we're doing all together, to be honest with you. I know one thing's doing is the escape room, which I did a few years ago with my brother-in-law. Where you go into a room, you got to work together to try and escape, and there's like clues and all sorts, and you like investigate and stuff. I think we've gone with like the serial killer theme for that one, which that's going to be really interesting because I like that sort of challenge. So I know we're doing that, but he's got some other stuff planned for us as well throughout the day. And then tonight, all of us are going to meet up, and we're going to go for a meal in Harvester. So a nice day planned for all. So yeah, I'll let you know in a separate video how that goes. But it's not like it's not your traditional, stag party where you're in your underwear tied up to a lamppost and you've gone to like a strip club and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't really interest me, so we didn't want to do that sort of thing, to be honest with you. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. In other news, what else have I got for you? I've started collecting pop vinyls, something that I've started doing recently. Now, I have a few pop vinyls already on the shelf. I've got Grey Worm and I've got Edward Kenway from the Assassin's Creed franchise. I had them 2 years ago when I used to collect Nerd Block. So Nerd Block was like a subscription thing. You used to pay, I think it was like £18 a month, and it ended up going up to like 22, 23, 24, something like that. But you pay a monthly subscription fee and you get a big blue Nerd Block box. It's exactly the same as Loot Crate, basically. They're all the same type of thing, just different brands. But Nerd Block was for like comic and geeky kind of, fans, that sort of thing. And what I used to get, and that you always were guaranteed a t-shirt every month. So you'd put like your size, like large, extra large. You get a new t-shirt each month. And that was pretty good. I had a Harry Potter t-shirt in there. I had a Deadpool one, which is my favourite one. It's a Deadpool mercenary one with the two guns and Deadpool across it, which I really like, and I wear that quite a lot. And a few other ones I had as well, which I think I gave like 2 of them to Panda, I think. But you'd get a t-shirt every month, and you'd get a random stuff, an assortment of different things, different franchises in there. If a movie was up and coming, then it'd usually be stuff tailored to that. Like, I think when I had one of them, the new series of Game of Thrones, this is back a few years ago, it was like season 5, I think, by that point. New season of Game of Thrones coming out, so I ended up getting the Grey Worm pop vinyl, and I also had the Khal Drogo action figure as well with the two swords and stuff. And I also had a mini vinyl of Tyrion Lannister as well. So I had like all of that in one Nerd Block, and then the Edward Kenway I got as well. So I got a few of them, a couple of them to start off with, but I've started to get into it a bit more. I've downloaded this app called the Pop Directory, where you can actually download. What am I on about? We can actually view like what ones you want to get, what ones you currently have. You can create like a wish list. And what's good about the Pop Directory app is that you can see the value or the current market value of different pops. So it didn't really, like, from outside looking in, you didn't really know much about them, but when you do a bit of research stuff, it's crazy how valuable some of the pops are. Like, if they stay in their box and stuff, and they got no creases and they're all mint condition, that sort of thing, then their value is higher than if it's been unboxed, if the box is damaged. Some pops are more valuable than others because they're not made anymore. They're perhaps out of circulation for a few years or that sort of thing. So people will sell them on eBay and stuff, and the price will go up. Like, for example, in the Game of Thrones kind of section of pop vinyls, there's a Headless Ned Stark, which is worth like $2,000 near enough. And it's basically Ned Stark, and he's just got a bit of blood around his neck, basically where his head's been chopped off in season 1. So that's like super valuable. But then you can get other ones then where they're only worth like £3 or £4, that sort of thing. So it varies completely. I'm not going to be one of these people that goes around and just blitzes and all my money and just spends it and wastes it on pop vinyls. But I do want to collect certain ones to kind of, you know, enhance my collection a little bit. I've bought from the website Etsy these little what they call holders. So you take the sticky thing off the back. I'm not going to do it yet because I don't know where in the room I'm going to put them. I still want to decorate the room a bit more first before I do anything final. But basically this back end sticks on the wall. You've then got a nice little flat base by here, and you can put your pops on there, and you can do it however you want to. You can lay it out however you want to. So that's what I'm going to do with them. But I went to Dowless the other day shopping. We're actually looking for new stuff for our kitchen because we're trying to get some work done in the kitchen and the bathroom. And we went to, I think it was B&M Bargains, which they used to have one in town itself, but they don't anymore. It's like at the top of Dowless now. But we were there, we popped in. Panda went off on her own looking at things. I was just wandering around. Didn't have my glasses on, so I'm walking around like a blind person. Just didn't know where I was. And the shelves are super high in B&M Bargains, so I couldn't even see over them. So I was like, where am I going? Where am I going? Eventually, I come across a bunch of pop vinyls. I was like, what? So I was like there for 5 minutes looking at them. I was like, holy shit, they got Assassin's Creed ones. So I ended up buying myself 2 Assassin's Creed pop vinyls, £5 each. So I was quite happy with that. I got this one by here, which is Aguilar Crouching. So I'm pretty happy with that. And there's 4 in this kind of collection that you got to try and get, which just shows on the back. You need to get Aguilar himself standing, which I haven't got. This is the crouching version. Maria, which I did have there but I didn't pick up. Ojeda and Callum Lynch. These are from the film series of Assassin's Creed. So yeah, I got Aguilar. And actually, if I bring it back up again, this is like the Loot Crate edition as well. So I'm thinking, oh, these must be quite a rare one to get, because they label sometimes. If they've got a label on the front, they can sometimes be rarer, or sometimes they've come from a certain brand or whatever. It could be like Nerd Block, Loot Crate, that sort of thing. It could be San Diego Comic Con. If there's something called it's a chase, so you can get a version called Chase. So basically, Aguilar Crouching right now, this is like the standard version. This is like a £5 pop, for example. But then if you get a Chase version, it'd have like a little sticker on the front by here, and it'd be a different variation. So it could be like a different color scheme or slightly different. Maybe he's crouching on his other hand. And basically, how a Chase thing works is for every for every 30 or 40 pop vinyls that get distributed to a retailer, 1 out of that 30 or 40 will be a Chase edition. So they're much rarer. So if you can get a Chase edition pop vinyl, then that's really good. It's valued a lot more. Like a Chase edition could be like 5 times the value of one of these. So if you are able to get a Chase version, then you can make quite a bit of money on it. There's literally people out there, because I've been watching a couple of channels, there's literally people out there that buy a shitload of pop vinyls. They will purposely buy the same pop vinyl like 20 times over or something, just so they can get a Chase, because the way the market runs and works and stuff, they know they can sell because they got like their own shop stuff, they can sell the common versions off and break even, and then the Chase version, if they get 4 or 5 of them in a box or something, which some of them have, they're making quite a big profit. So people will do that who are in like the business and stuff. So that's the one I bought anyway, the Aguilar one. And the other one I bought is Evie Fry from Syndicate. I loved Syndicate when it came out. I didn't like the mission where it kept bugging out on me and I just couldn't get past like that thing. But I did sink quite a lot of hours into the game at the time. I also really enjoyed the Jack the Ripper DLC as well. I've actually got a Jacob Fry statue, which I had when I bought Assassin's Creed Syndicate, up on my shelf along with Triss Merigold up there and Tywin Lannister. But I've got the pop vinyl now, Evie Fry, and in the Syndicate version, only 2 you can get, which is Jacob, Fry, and Evie. So I've got half the collection already for this one. So I need to get Jacob. If I can get Jacob, I've completed this off. But I'm trying to get all of the Assassin's Creed ones to start off with. So I've got 3 now. I've got Aguilar, Evie, and I've got Edward Kenway over there. Edward Kenway is actually worth quite a lot. I didn't know it at the time when I obviously had him in the Nerd Block a few years ago. But if you go onto the pop directory, Edward Kenway is worth £34. Bear in mind, like the Nerd Block thing, which I would have bought back a few years ago, was like £20, something like that. So he's more valuable than the box itself. So that's crazy. So yeah, it's really interesting. You can easily lose stuff and get in a lot of debt in this sort of thing. I'm not going to do that. What I've said to Panda is, if it's cheap and I can afford it, I'll buy 1 or 2 if we're out somewhere. Other than that, I will basically be buying them like once a month, that sort of thing. There are some websites you can do subscriptions on. I think Pop in a Box is one of them, where you basically pick the collection you want to buy from. So you can pick like Game of Thrones, and like there's like 50, 60, 70 vinyls all for Game of Thrones. And then you select like the ones which you already have. So for example, I'd say Grey Worm I've already got, that sort of thing. And then every month they will send you a random pop vinyl, and it'll be one which is not already in your collection. So they already know what one you've got at the start, and they'll mark off like the ones that you've just had when they deliver them out. So then by the end of like however amount of months it's been, you would have actually got the full collection, or should have most of the full collection by that point. So that might be a worthwhile thing. It costs like £10 a month or something for one, and then it's like £18 for like two, 27 for three. And the more you go, the cheaper the discount is basically. But I don't want to do that because I'm not really in a position where I want to be paying monthly for lots of vinyls and stuff. I'd rather just do it as and when, as a little hobby. The idea will be though to have a nice little area in here somewhere. I might move things around in the room a bit more, because I've got like my Game of Thrones stuff. I've got my, I can't really point properly. I got my House Stark banner there with the map, and then with the Targaryen banner with the black and white wallpaper. I am thinking maybe get rid of the wallpaper. I've got a few kind of, well, I don't know. It's a bit dark. I just don't know what to do at the moment. Really, it's the room. There's so much I could do with the room, but I just don't know what to do with it. Is what I'm trying to say. I still got to get new carpet in here. I still got to finish off the painting up on the roof, on the ceiling, because it's a half-done job where it's like I've given up. I still need to touch up some of the paint along the skirting board and stuff up there, where it's seeping through a little bit, and on the corners. I'm gonna get a thinning brush to do that, so I'll do that eventually as well. On this side, I haven't shown you this at all. If I can get my camera on this side, you'll see I've got a Wales banner. If I can get my hand, you can actually see there. Look at, so I've got my Tris Marigold, my Tywin Lannister, and my Jacob Frey at the top. Down below that then I've got my Pagan Min, which I had from my Far Cry 4. And then just under that you can see Grey Worm, got a mini Tyrion. Behind that is a Pro Stars Elite box, which I have never opened before, and so of John Charles, famous Welsh footballer, in a home and away kit. And I've also got my little globe my parents bought for me a few years ago for my birthday. Then there's my Edward Kenway on there as well, and then you've got a Deadpool plushie thing behind as well, and I got my Wales banner by there, which I put on the wall, and then back to me then by here. So to put that back where it was roughly. So yeah, that's kind of the, I'm looking over there, the camera's put. That's kind of the situation with the room right now. There's so much I want to do with this thing, but it's getting the time. I got Venetian blinds I need to put up because I got no blinds. I got like one curtain that goes across, and that's it. And that only just about covers the space for the window. So I don't know what to do with that at the moment. But at the moment we've got more pressing concerns, I guess. We are getting plumbers in downstairs to do work on the bathroom. We're going to have a new sink put in, and we're going to have a new toilet put in, which we've purchased already. That's being delivered next Saturday. So that's going to be come in, and then a few weeks later, Plumbing Hops, our plumbers are going to come in and do the work. We've got a builder we're going to be getting to do some work on the kitchen. We actually were in touch with a builder a few weeks ago, or about a month ago now actually, and he came over twice. He's like, yeah, I can do the work, no problem, blah blah blah. We haven't heard from him or seen from him since, so it's like, just time wasting, it's wasting our time. The thing is, we want to get it done ASAP, because we don't want to be going into our wedding or the week of our wedding and having the house half finished. We want to have stuff we either want stuff started now or stuff done after the wedding. We've got time to get stuff done now. It'll be like a week's worth for a builder, but we've got all of August now. Plenty of time for him to come in and do the work, but just get them in. It's just hard work, all of it. So that's kind of the situation with that at the moment. And I think that's pretty much it for this little update. As far as the channel goes, there will be some stuff coming up soon on the channel. I'm not really in the position where I'm able to make a lot of stuff at the moment. I might come around soon with a stream or two. I do want to play some more Witcher 3, so that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. More of the Hearts of Stone DLC, continue that little series that we started a few months back. History Fix channel, I am finishing off a video I'm doing at the moment. I've done the audio. I've edited the audio on there with some of the stuff. I've just got to put all the graphics on and edit the graphics, and that's done for a new video. But that, you won't see that video until September. What I've done is I've backlogged all the videos one a week, so it takes me right up until the first week of September, basically. So I'm happy just to do that one video a week and just let it build slowly for now. And the aim will be to get a video each week up until like Christmas time. So there will be some new videos which you'll be seeing soon, but it'll be like September by the time you see those new videos on that channel. Anyway guys, I've been Dragonheart Prince of Wales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.